evergreen forest where the dinosaurs live. Frodo, Stevie, Hank and Cliff. Radical Rex, a tyrannosaur. He's a good friend of the herbivore.
We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us. We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us.
Tracy, the small triceratops, gets into trouble quite a lot. Emily and Charlotte are Brontosaurus. Dante is the wise Diplodocus.
We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us. We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us.
Dante Diplodocus was the oldest and the longest dinosaur in the whole of the evergreen forest. His neck on its own was so long that if he was to poke his head through your front window, he could probably get right through to your back window without even coming through the front door. And if you included his body and his tail, he was as long as a whole line of buses. Everyone knew Dante Diplodocus, not just because he was the oldest, not just because he was the longest, but because he was the wisest. Very often the younger dinosaurs would gather in the empty space, listen to his stories and try to solve some of Dante's riddles.
Now I'm going to tell you about myself. I'd like you all to sit down first. You see, I don't want any noise or fuss. Just sit still, don't fidget or mess, and I'll start with a question to you all. What's thin at one end and bigger in the middle, long and thin the other? It's such a simple riddle. Come on, put your thinking caps on. It's not such a difficult question, you know. I'll give you a clue. A long, thin neck to hold my head up. Big, heavy body to hold lots of food. Strong feet to take the weight, 4 of them, or one might break, and a tail like a whip for defense. I have to eat a ton of plants each morning, just to stay alive until the night. It's veggie, nuts and things, no meat or pterodactyl wings. And as I eat and eat, I think and think. What's thin at one end, bigger in the middle, long and thin the other? It's such a simple riddle. I think I must be gentle, serene, modest, calm and wise. I roam the swamp and wet me toes, me head is right behind me nose, and I look down at you from way up high. When will Tracy learn to think and grow up? How can Radical Rex avoid a bust-up? How to learn to tie a knot or bend the trees to make a hut, and how to tell young Cliff his left from right. What's thin at one end, bigger in the middle, long and thin the other? It's such a simple riddle. Well, I wonder if I'll still be here tomorrow, 150 million years from now. Growing up, dying out, evolution's up the spout, but let's not worry about that now. What's thin at one end and bigger in the middle, long and thin the other? It's such a simple riddle. Have you worked it out yet? Yes, I'm a Diplodocus, tremendous and marvellous. Yes, I'm a Diplodocus, tremendous and marvellous.
He's a Diplodocus, tremendous and marvellous. He's a wise Dante.
All the other dinosaurs were glad to have Dante around because of the many times he helped them to understand something new. Even Tracy Triceratops, who didn't usually take much notice of what grown-up dinosaurs said, even she had to admit that Dante was pretty clever. One day, Tracy Triceratops decided to go out for a walk. Mind you, Tracy wasn't the kind of dinosaur who'd just go out for a walk. When you saw Tracy out and about, you knew she was probably going to get up to mischief.
Bored. I'm bored. There's nothing happening. Stevie Stegosaurus has gone off somewhere with Hank the Tank. Oh, and all the grown-up dinosaurs are too far away for me to play tricks on them. So I've only got me. I wish there was someone new for me to play with. Or maybe, if I found a new friend, we could be naughty together. There must be a new friend for me somewhere.
And off she went, scrunching her way through the ferns and the leaves, past the empty space the size of a playground, and into the thick clumps of trees that led towards Mount Below Your Top, which marked the end of the evergreen forest and the beginning of the Forbidden Valley, where the fierce meat-eaters lived. However bored she was today, Tracy was never ever going to go there again. Oh no, she'd done that once before when she was bored, and would never have got back safely if she hadn't met Radical Rex, the friendly Tyrannosaurus. No, today she would stay in the forest. But she did want to find someone new to play with. As she walked, Tracy found herself in a strange part of the forest, where the trees and the ferns grew thicker than ever, and huge green leaves brushed against her face as she pushed her way through.
Wow! I've never been down here before. The trees are so thick. I bet hardly any dinosaurs have ever been here. I wonder if I'll meet anyone in here. Wait a minute. Who's that?
Tracy had seen a dinosaur asleep on the other side of a bush. She crept round to have a closer look and see if it was a dinosaur she knew.
What a weird-looking dinosaur. You can see right through her skin. I can see the ground she's sleeping on underneath her. And instead of skin, she looks like she's made of loads of sticks stuck together. I'll wake her up. Hello? Hello? My name's Tracy. Do you want to play with me? Wow. She must be really tired. She's fast asleep and I can't wake her up. I'll give her a prod with my toes. Oh, she hasn't got anything in between these sticks. She's all full of nothing. This is weird. Is someone coming? Oh, I hope it's not another dinosaur made of sticks. Oh, look, it's Stevie.
It was Tracy's friend, Stevie Stegosaurus. She could see the bony plates on his back sticking up above the bushes. He'd finished his game with Hank the Tank, and, like Tracy, he got bored and decided to see what was in this new bit of the forest.
Stevie!
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's you, Tracy. You made me jump.
Stevie, come and see what I found. A really strange dinosaur. She's asleep and I can't wake her up.
Wow, she's weird, isn't she?
Yeah, she's got thin stick legs, a funny hard head with no eyes, and a sort of cage made of sticks in the middle.
You mean you've never seen one of these before?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, of course I have. I just didn't want to show off, that's all. I bet you've never seen one before.
Of course I have. I bet you don't know what kind of dinosaur she is.
Bet I do.
Go on then, what is she?
Well, she's. Well, all right then, what do you think she is?
It's obvious. She's a see-through saurus.
Well, of course I knew that. Everybody knows that.
Come on, see-through saurus, come on. Wake up.
Yeah,
Get
come
up
on.
and play with us.
Come on. She's not getting up, Stevie.
Well, see-through sauruses do sleep a lot. They need to sleep to... Well, they need to sleep to keep their sticks together.
Well, let's go and find Dante. I bet he'll be really impressed that we found a new kind of dinosaur.
So back they went to find Dante Diplodocus. They found him in his favourite place in the great swamp, wallowing in the muddy water, listening to the sounds of the forest and thinking his wise thoughts.
Dante! Dante! You'll never guess what?
We found a new kind of dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a see-through-saurus.
There aren't many of them around.
Well, she's asleep at the moment.
And she looks really weird.
And they told Dante more about this strange dinosaur with legs made of sticks and a hard head with no eyes, and a cage made of sticks in the middle. And as he listened, Dante began to smile.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, Tracy and Stevie, but that isn't a new dinosaur you've found. And it isn't asleep.
What do you mean?
Well, if it isn't a dinosaur, what is it?
It's a skeleton.
A skeleton?
Yes. We've all got one of those inside us.
Inside us? Oh, look at that. Well, I can see what's on the front, I can see what's on the back, I can tell what's on your middle, it's a clear and obvious fact. But what's on the inside? I wanna know. What's on the inside? And why won't it show? We all have a head, and most of us are feet. You can see what's there from your tail to your teeth. We've all got ears to hear and tongues for tasting. The eyes are there to look around and noses are for smelling. But what's on the inside? I want to know. What's on the inside? And why won't it show? The body it holds all these secrets. And why won't it let me know? These insides, they could be scenic. Oh. If only they would show. You can look at the peach, an apple or a pear. You can look into the water, you can stare in the air. You can tell what's in front, you can take a look behind. It's the thing that's in the middle that plays on your mind. What's on the inside? I wanna know. What's on the inside? And why won't it show? Can see what's on the front, I can see what's on the back, I can tell what's on your middle, it's a clear and obvious fact. But what's on the inside? I wanna know. What's on the inside? And why won't it show? What's on the inside? I want to know. What's on the inside? And why won't it show? Go and have another look at it, Tracy. Oh, it isn't half strange, is it?
Well, Tracy, you might not be able to see your skeleton, but all of us have bones beneath our skin. Your skeleton is all your bones joined together. It helps you to stand up and it helps you to move around. It also helps to protect all the soft bits inside you from getting hurt.
Wow, how about that? I never knew I had hard bits inside me.
Now then, let's go and have a look at this skeleton you've found.
Tracy and Stevie led the way back along the path, followed by Dante and by Hank the Tank, who had come plodding after them to see what they were so excited about. After a long walk, they came to the bush where the see-through-osaurus, or skeleton as Tracy and Stevie now knew it was, lay where they had left it. Hank the Tank was very excited.
It's amazing! I've never seen anything like this before.
You may not have seen it, Hank, but each of us has got bones just like these inside us.
No wonder I always feel so heavy. It would be much easier if they weren't there.
I'm afraid it wouldn't, Stevie. The bones inside you are the things that help you to stand up and move.
Oh.
If you didn't have them, well, you'd just crumple up in a heap. See how all the bones fit together?
Yeah.
The foot bone's connected to the ankle bone, and the ankle bone's connected to the leg bone.
Oh, the foot bone's connected to the ankle bone. The ankle bone's connected to the leg bone.
What kind of dinosaur was it before it was a skeleton, Dante?
That's difficult to say. But, look, its front legs are much shorter than the back ones. Now that probably means it walked on 2 legs rather than 4. And see how its teeth are pointed and sharp? That means it might have been a meat eater.
A meat eater? I'm glad it didn't wake up then.
Oh, it's not It's not Radical Rex, is it?
No, Stevie, no. It's probably been there a very long time. Perhaps once there were meat-eaters living in the evergreen forest.
I'm glad there aren't any now.
Well, I think it's brilliant that I've got all those bones inside me. Bones in my head, bones in my head. Say I've got nothing but bones in my head. Bones in my head, bones in my head. There must be more than bones in my head. I know I have a ruffle, it's like a bony mane. I think it's like a lovely crown that glistens in the rain. Apparently it's nothing, not jewels or extra height. It's just a bony ruffle, protects me in a fight. It's bones in my head, bones in my head. Say I've got nothing but bones in my head. Bones in my head, bones in my head. There must be more than bones in my head. I am a small triceratops. We travel round in herds. We have 3 horns and are quite strong, or so you may have heard. I know that I am thinking, which means I have a brain. Well, it may be very small, of course, to me it's just the same as bones in my head. Bones in my head. They say I've got nothing but bones in my head. Bones in my head. Bones in my head. There must be more than bones in my head. Bones in my head. Bones in my head. They say I've got nothing but bones in my head. Bones in my head. Bones in my head. There must be more than bones in my head. Look, everybody! Look how strong the bones in my head are!
And Tracy began to bash her head against a tree to show how hard it was.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Tracy.
Oh, that's given me a headache. I thought my bones were supposed to be hard and strong.
Yes, they are, Tracy. But your head has soft, sensitive bits as well. However solid you feel, you can still get hurt. So always be careful.
Oh, yes, I think we'd all better remember that.
We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us. We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us.
The evergreen forest where the dinosaurs live. Toto, Sleepy, Hank and Cliff. Radical Rex, a tyrannosaur. He's a good friend of the herbivore.
We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us. We are the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are us.
Tracy the small triceratops gets into trouble quite a lot. Emily and Charlotte are brontosaurus. Dante is the wise diplodocus.